How would you like to experience the aromas, the colors, and the exotic plants of the tropics without having to leave the country? Well, it's simpler than you might think. You just need to know the right people. Come on.
There are about, I think, 400 genera of orchids and about 20,000 species. There's so many things. You start off with one type of thing and then you get excited, you grow it well, and then you move on to the next thing and you try more interesting and unusual orchid flowers and plants. It's just a fun, wholesome hobby.
Or maybe you could call it a wholesome obsession. Since Deborah built her greenhouse 7 years ago, she's grown and sold hundreds of orchids. Right now she figures she has around 800. But her favorite?
The slippers are my favorite. I have about 400 slipper orchids in the greenhouse. That's what I enjoy growing the most.
You gotta love a flower that has slippers. And Deborah isn't the only orchid-obsessed gardener in town. In fact, there's lots of lovers of this exotic plant, like director of the Orchid Society show, Art McGregor.
One day I built a little greenhouse. On a Saturday afternoon, I went out and I bought 6 plants, 6 orchids, and 6 other. At 3 months, I kicked the others down the driveway, just kept the orchids. I don't know, actually. They just seemed more interesting.
The Orchid Society of Victoria has been around for over 50 years, and their annual orchid show and sale at UVic attracts gardeners from all over the world. And this year, for the first time, they're teaming up with the Hospital Foundation.
I think it's a tremendous fit when you've got a group that are really passionate about what they're doing, and then they're choosing to help us and help patients.
Many of the orchids that will be for sale make beautiful houseplants, and the experts will be on hand to teach you how to care for them and explain the different varieties.
This is just how it's made by nature.
And as I wander through this warm greenhouse and breathe in the sweet scents, I really feel like I'm on a tropical island. I'm also enchanted by the beauty and uniqueness of this flowering plant.
This is something that grows in absolutely no mix whatsoever. It's just roots that have woven through the basket.
And check out these orchids that grow out of bark. Amazing. And the colors of these flowers, stunning.
I just had no idea there were so many different kinds of orchids. I mean, they are the most beautiful things. So just to come and understand that we've got this kind of talent here in Victoria that are nurturing these beautiful little flowers. And while you're enjoying it, you're doing a great thing for patients in the region.
The Victoria Orchid Society and Sale will be the first weekend of March 3rd and 4th at the University of Victoria. It's such a great way to support the Hospital Foundation and the perfect escape, because when you're surrounded by these exquisite plants, you truly feel like you're on a tropical vacation. From Saanich, I'm Karen Elgersma for The Daily. Can't get enough of this one. I'm in Hawaii.